Hi, Kenna. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Danny. Mom and Dad to you, buddy.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Mr. Lee, did you need Mr. Carey and his folks to be placed in a private meeting room, sir?
No, I apologize. We're prepared to proceed.
Okay. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Daniel Lewis Carey. This is file number 23-00095 SM, counsel appearance.
Jeff Brodowitz on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Daniel Lewis Carey.
Okay, and Mr. Carey, this is your date for a hearing on competency. I do have a report. It was dated for September 18, 2023 from the State of Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Center for Forensic Psychiatry. Mr. Lee and Mr. Brodowitz, did you both get a copy of that?
I did, Your Honor.
I did as well, Your Honor.
Okay, any reasons to make updates, corrections, or deletions? Or objections, I should say.
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay. The body of the report, as well as the conclusion information, opine that based on the defendant's intellectual disability, they do not believe that he would be able to be restored to competency or that there is a suitable or appropriate therapeutic intervention at this time. No reason to object to that conclusion or finding by the forensics examiner.
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
No objection from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court will adopt the report and incorporate it as part of the court record and enter an order finding the defendant to be not competent to stand trial. How is it that the parties want to proceed at this time? Is this a matter that the prosecution's office would like to have dismissed, or are you seeking to have a not guilty by way of insanity?
I believe at this point, Your Honor, the people would ask that the people would dismiss this matter without prejudice. It is my understanding that I would need to talk to my office on how to proceed with this. It's my understanding we could still file for a PRT in this matter. But with that, we would, I guess, ask that it be dismissed without prejudice.
And no objection from Mr. Lee.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, with that being said, the case will be dismissed without prejudice, and then you can prepare us with a nollie, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's see. I think I see someone with Mr. Carey, but then Mr. Carey's parents are here. Did you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, we do not. Thank you.
Okay, did you need a private meeting room with Mr. Carey or with his attorney?
Yes, with this attorney, I have a couple questions.
Okay, very good. We'll go off the
And
record.
Danny can come if he wants.
Sounds good. We'll go off the record and someone will get the three of you all in a private meeting room.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know I just heard you, but I heard it. I'm gonna put it on the side.
Yeah, but I think the snatch did this.
Okay, who's representing Bradley Salas?
That was Mr. Freeman from the Public Defender's Office, Judge.
Okay, did he indicate whether or not we were continuing to exam?
Yes, Your Honor, that is, just to inform you, that is a vertical that's being handled by Adam Pfeiffer from our office. Unfortunately, he's in finishing up a jury trial today, so I stood in. I did have a conversation with Mr. Pfeiffer, though, that is being left on for preliminary exam at this time. And I would just for openness with the court, Mr. Freeman did inform me that he had not yet received a copy of the search warrant and affidavit as part of discovery. So I have let Mr. Pfeiffer know that, and we will get that issue taken care of as soon as possible, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Salas, you've spoken to your attorney?
Your Honor, I have not. I've been here incarcerated since September 6th. I don't have my discovery pack, my police report, transcripts, nothing.
Okay, you've not spoken to him. You've not spoken to him ever?
I have not spoken to nobody, Your Honor.
Did Mr. Freeman appear in court today? Mr. Bigelow?
Yes, Judge, he was here in person.
Okay.
I offered our iPad for Mr. Freeman to speak to Mr. Salas several times, and he indicated each and every time that he was not going to speak to his client today.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Salas, we'll see if we can get Mr. Freeman on the Zoom, okay?
Yeah, Your Honor, I appreciate, I just want my discovery back. That's all.
Okay, well, I don't know that
No,
he
I-
has a full or complete discovery pack to provide you at this point, but he should still at some point have some communication with you since you've been in custody.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, absolutely.
So we'll see if we can get him in on the Zoom, okay? Who's on the
Thank
matter
you.
for Bradley Sotomiles?
Your Honor, Bradley Stoutmiles and Aiden Wilson will be handled by Bill Carino from the prosecutor's office.
You said it's a motion?
And Lionel Woolley, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Stoutmiles. He's over at the Eaton County Jail. We're waiting for him to appear. Just briefly, Mr. Bill Crino from the prosecuting attorney's office is the one handling that file. And what we're trying to do is to enter a step to move this matter to Judge Flores that's handling the other case involving the same defendants.
Okay. Let's see. Judge Flores has a older case, same defendant.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, let's see. Well, I'll have Mr. Bigelow get Ms. Marquita involved because that they could have already had this transferred then. And we'll see what we can do to get that taken care of.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. Defari Watson, Mr. Palmer, is that the one that he said he was continuing to exam on?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Pick two more.
Welch, and Ms. Donnelly is present. Ms. Donnelly, I don't know if your client is here. Have you seen
He
him?
was here just a second ago. He disappeared. I will make a phone call, Your Honor.
Okay, were you just continuing to exam or did you want?
No, he was ready to accept the offer today.
Oh, okay. There's paperwork that was provided from you, Mr. Brodowitz, to Mr. Bigelow already
Yes, Your Honor, I did provide Mr. Bigelow with a plea sheet.
for Welch. Okay, and then Aiden Wilson. Who's representing Aiden Wilson?
Excuse
That
me, ma'am.
again, I believe that's the co-defendant with Mr. Stout Miles, and that again will be Bill Carino from the prosecutor's office handling that.
Okay, so that one we want to be transferred as well.
I believe so, Your Honor, and I believe, based on his appearance here today, I believe Mr. Watson from the public defender's office is the defendant or defense attorney on that one, Your Honor. I can.
Okay, I don't see either.
Judge?
Here. Yes.
They're outside in the hallway, Your Honor. I can go let them know that.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, if we're trying to get these matters transferred to Judge Flores, what we probably want to do is get the criminal clerk involved so that paperwork can be completed while they're here.
Judge, Mr. Watson is in here. I'm not sure if you needed him for this or not.
I don't, my understanding is Mr. Watson is on Wilson and Stott Miles or just one?
This is, excuse me, ma'am.
Sir, could you stop interrupting me in court and wait your
Yes,
turn?
ma'am.
Your Honor, I represent Aiden Wilson. He's appearing remotely, I believe, from the Ingham County Jail.
Okay.
He appears on the center screen. Mr. Woolley represents the co-defendant. I can get him here in the courtroom.
Actually, I misspoke. I knew that he was representing Stott Miles because I just asked him. And you want your matter transferred along with Stott Miles to Judge Flores, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor, because the other case resides with Judge Flores presently. And Aiden, I believe, would agree to a waiver of the 21 days on this so that those two exams can be put together. Fact patterns in these cases are tied together.
Okay, I'm gonna find good cause in both files to go beyond 21 days and we'll get the paperwork together to get those transferred.
Thank you very much, Judge. Should I get Mr. Carino and Mr. Woolley in here to confirm this kind of information so that I can make sure?
Yes, I do. I definitely need Mr. Carino. Mr. Woolley did already talk to me about his request.
Well, thank you very, very much, Your Honor. And Mr. Wilson, if you can hear me, I'll be out to visit you with some papers. I look forward to it. Thank you very much. I see Mr. Woolley present. All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor. So I can be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice afternoon.
Same to you. I don't know, did Mr. Carino come in? Okay, who was identified as Zoom user who was trying to get the court's attention?
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I thought you was speaking about my case. I spoke up, but I apologize.
Okay, what's your name?
Derek Smith.
Okay, Derek Smith. I did not call your name. Let's see. I don't see Derek Smith on my docket. Am I missing something?
Derek Smith Jr. I have a court date. It was Judge Chris D. Simmons.
You have a case number on that paperwork?
Judge, he has a PCC pending with Judge Flores tomorrow.
I have the paper right here in front of me. It says.
What's the case number on that paper?
Ma'am, to be honest, it doesn't have a case number, but the court date I has tomorrow has a case number.
And you have one that said a court date for today?
It says 9/21/23 at 1:30 p.m.
And it doesn't have a case number on it?
No, ma'am.
Were you given that? Were you arraigned while you were in custody?
Yes, ma'am.
And they gave you the one without the case number then? And so then
it says case like number, then it just says offense felony. It has like no number.
I agree. So that's probably the paperwork you were given when you were in custody. You need to go by the other one. It must have been transferred to Judge Flores, okay?
Oh, so,
You'll appear tomorrow. That paperwork says for you to have appear before him tomorrow, correct?
yeah, I do have two paperwork. So the one, so the first one, for the 21st and the 28th is not my court date.
My understanding is you only have one case pending in this court and it's before Judge Flores.
For tomorrow?
Correct.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I apologize once again.
You're fine. So don't
Okay.
forget to log in tomorrow to his virtual courtroom.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, you're all set. Mr. Freeman, Mr. Salas indicated a concern that he had not ever spoken with his attorney. Can you hear me, Mr. Freeman?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Yeah, Mr. Salas is present from the jail, and he indicated to the court a concern that he had not spoken at all with his attorney. And so I wanted you to log in because you should speak to him prior to a probable cause conference so we can know how to meaningfully proceed next week.
Can I do that now?
Yes, we'll put you in a private meeting room.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Whoops, I think I put him in Miss Molly's room by accident. Hold up. Room 2. Okay, and let's see. Mr. Wilson, you are going to be all set for today. Your attorneys want your case to be transferred to Judge Flores with the co-defendant case because Judge Flores already has a case with similar facts and victims. Okay, sir?
Okay.
So I'm finding good cause in your matter to go beyond the 21-day timeline so that this could be transferred to Judge Flores. So you're all set for today, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Judge, Mr. Crino's in the courtroom with Mr. Woolley as well.
Hi, Mr. Crino. My understanding is that you all wanted these matters transferred to Judge Flores. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor, and the people would waive their right to exam within 21 days. And the question I have for the court is, would you like a stipulation and order to, Your Honor, for that transfer, or is today's decision sufficient?
I think today's decision, it should be sufficient. We transfer cases all the time for the same reason without a stip and order. So I'll have my staff get with the clerk's office to get that done.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then, Mr. Woolley, that would take care of your matter as well.
Yes, Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Donnelly, your client, I thought logged back on, but I don't see him again.
Your Honor, he had to log into an iPad. I have him on the phone right now because it seemed like his audio wasn't connecting, so I had him leave and then come back in.
Sounds good. Mr. Dillon, which matter are you here on?
Mr. Rucker,
Okay.
I believe we sent you our waiver paperwork. Well, we should have sent it to you.
Let's see.
I sent the his office back another form because we couldn't accept the waiver form that they sent.
Is he doing a 21-day waiver or a waiver of his exam?
Waiver of his exam.
Waiver
Your
to
Honor.
circuit court.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Okay, I'll call the case. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Thomas Daniel Rucker, file numbers 23-02681. Appearance for the record.
Jeff Brodowitz on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Luke Dillon on behalf of Tom Rucker. We're both appearing via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Rucker, today is the date that was set for probable cause conference. You do have a preliminary examination scheduled for next week. I have 2 counts of operating while intoxicated, third, it looks like here. But my understanding is that you want to waive or unconditionally waive your preliminary examination and have this matter bound over to the circuit court. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Brodowitz, is people waiving their right to exam?
Yes, Your Honor, the people would also unconditionally waive their right to exam today.
Was there an offer?
There was, Your Honor, the offer that I extended to Mr. Dillon was for Mr. Rucker to plea to count 2, which would be the operating while intoxicated their defense, and there would the people would dismiss count 1, and that there would be a cap negotiated in circuit court, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Rucker, you have the right to have a preliminary examination in the district court. You have the right to require the prosecution to meet their burden, which is to establish that they have sufficient probable cause that a crime was committed and probable cause sufficient to charge you with those crimes. You understand that?
Yes,
Do you wish to unconditionally waive your examination?
yes,
Anybody threatening you to get you to waive your examination?
no,
Any promises being made to you if you waive your exam?
no,
And you understand the waiver is unconditional and you can't come back later and say you want to have your exam. The matter will be bound over to the circuit court without a hearing in the district court to establish probable cause. You understand that?
yes,
Okay, I'll bind the matter over for a bind over date of October 4th. That's the date that the circuit court will get the files from this court. That's not the date you need to appear in court, okay?
okay,
Your next court date will be a pretrial in circuit court, but that will be set after they receive the file and your attorney will be made aware of that court date. Do you have any questions at this time?
no,
Okay, bond in the matter will continue as set. Any additional matters for the record?
None from me.
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. Mr. Cartwriter's here. I thought I seen him. No, I don't. Mr. Etheridge is here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is Mr. Thibodeau present?
She's in Ingham County Jail, I believe, Your Honor, and I would
Okay.
like to meet with her in a breakout room once she's available.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Hartwig is represented by whom?
I believe she's represented by Miss Donnelly, Your Honor. That was as Mr. Cultrider now works for our office.
Sounds good. Ms. Donnelly, how did you want to proceed on that? Did you want to?
If I can briefly have a breakout room with Ms. Hartwig, I believe that we're gonna waive this.
Okay, sounds good. I think Mr. Welch is still having some technical issues, and so I'm
Yes.
gonna set his matter for a plea.
Okay, at the same time for the preliminary exam next week.
Correct. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, and I'll put you and Ms. Hartwig in this, I'll put her in your room. Let's see, Hartwig. Room 1. Who's on the blue studio mini?
That'll be me, Your Honor. Brandon Williams.
Okay, that's Aaron Robinson's file.
Yes, Your Honor, it is. Can I have a brief breakout room?
Yes, you may, and then you can advise your client to remove his hat before he comes back to the virtual courtroom.
Understood.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Let's see. Room 3. Okay, who is in the Ingham County Jail? What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Kaylee Thibodeau.
Okay, we'll get you in a private meeting room with your attorney.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Robinson, are you all set?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brandon Williams. File number is 23-02812. Counsel appearance.
Aaron Robinson, Assistant Public Defender for Mr. Williams.
Is the court muted?
Muted, Judge.
Counsel appearance.
Jeff Brodowitz on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Okay, today was the date set for probable cause conference for Mr. Williams. I have assault and weapons charge. How are we going to proceed, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to Mr. Williams today, and it appears that I was notified this morning from our office that this will be a conflict. So we have shipped this out to conflict counsel. I don't believe anybody has accepted it yet, but it will be a conflict for our office.
Okay, so because of the conflict that requires you to have outside counsel appointed, Mr. Williams, we're going to treat next week as another probable cause conference. And we'll find out who your attorney is then, and we'll address any timeline issues at that time, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
So you do not need to appear in person next week. Next week, you can appear via Zoom, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set for today, Mr. Williams.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I thought Mr. White was in trial. Mr. White?
Does not have his audio started, Judge.
I think the only one he has is the one I just signed the stip for, but they've already addressed the timeline on that though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I see. Ms. Donnelly, you're back with Mr. Welch, and then you had someone in the breakout room.
Ms. Hartwig, yes, will be a waiver to of the prelim.
Is my audio working?
Yes, Mr. Welch.
All right.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Joanne Hartwig, file number 22-03564, counsel appearance.
Jeff Brodowitz on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
An Assistant Public Defender, Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of the defendant, Corey Hartwig, who is appearing separately from the Ingham County Jail.
Okay, Ms. Hartwig, today's the date that was set for probable cause conference for possession of methamphetamine. This matter is scheduled for preliminary examination next week. And counsel, you said there is going to be an unconditional waiver of examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Brodowitz.
Yes, Your Honor, given that the people would also unconditionally waive their right to preliminary exam and would move that this be bound over to the circuit court as charged.
Was there an offer?
There was, Your Honor, and that was for Ms. Hartwig to be screened for drug court in the 30th Circuit Court.
Okay. And Ms. Hartwig, you understand that you have the right to have a preliminary examination in this file here in the district court.
Yes, I do.
You understand the purpose of the examination is to require the prosecution to meet their burden of probable cause. So they need to establish at the examination that they have sufficient probable cause that a crime was committed and then probable cause sufficient to charge you with the crime.
Yes.
Do you wish to unconditionally waive your right to the examination?
Yes.
Has anybody made any threats to you to get you to waive your exam? Can you repeat that for me?
No.
Okay. Any promises being made to you in exchange for a waiver?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're waiving it freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
Your bind over date is going to be October 4th. That's the date that the circuit court will get the file from the district court. That's not the date that you need to appear in court. So your next court date is going to be a pre-trial. It's going to be in circuit court and your attorney will be made aware of that date, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No.
Okay. Bond is set. Okay. Is someone in the jail with you?
No, there were.
Okay. Bond as set will continue. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Your Honor, just in regards to bond, Ms. Hartwig has a failure to, or at least one failure to appear, and so she was remanded on this file. We would be asking if at all possible to be given some sort of cash or PR bond. We would say cash because at this point, she does have other matters in this before Your Honor that are also holding her in custody. But on this one, when she was remanded, so we'd be requesting any type of bond.
Okay, you're requesting the bond so that she can accrue time. Is that what you're seeking to do?
I believe that with the bond denied that she would be accruing time, Your Honor. We would just be requesting if at all possible, any type of bond could be set. If that at all possible, she could be posed to be released.
What was her previous bond before she was remanded?
I will definitely check. It was a 10% 2,500 back on December 27th.
Why did she miss court?
Ms. Hartwig, I believe it's an active addiction, Your Honor. So I believe if I won't want to speak on her behalf, but it's my understanding that she struggles with homelessness and drug addiction and either forgot or missed, didn't appear in court.
Okay. A bond will be set at 2,500, 10%. All other bond conditions will continue. Do you have any other matters for the court?
No.
Okay, you're all set, Ms. Hartwig. Mr. White?
Hi, Your Honor. Mr. White is not quite here. They were in trial this morning and they're on their way back to the office.
That was my understanding that they submitted a step to adjourn and I signed it. So I wasn't expecting them here today.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, we didn't get confirmation of that, so that's why we have tuned in.
Oh, yep. I just signed it probably 10 minutes ago.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Feigelson is on which matter?
I'm here on Andrew Perales, Your Honor. He is in custody. I think we're gonna leave the matter on for his
continue to
Thank you.
examine?
I can give the jail a few minutes in case he appears, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's only 2:02, so they might be switching people out. Okay, on the record in the matter, no problem. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kyler Welch, file number 22-03536. Appearance, please.
Jeff Prados on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Kyler Welch, who is appearing separately by video.
Okay, Mr. Welch, today is the date set for probable cause conference, but I do see an offer here from the people. It's for you to plead as charged count 2, and that the people will dismiss count 1. Count 2 is reckless driving. Count 1 that will be dismissed is receiving and concealing a motor vehicle. Did you want to accept that offer today, sir?
Now, could you repeat that, please?
Yes, the offer is for you to plead guilty to count 2. And they will dismiss count 1. So count 1 in this matter was stolen property, receiving, concealing a motor vehicle. That was the felony. And then they'll dismiss that one if you plead to count 2, which is the misdemeanor reckless driving.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, reckless driving, failure to stop at a red light.
Okay, is that part of his factual basis?
No,
No,
Your
that's just
Honor.
what-
It's just,
Did he get a ticket for failure to stop at the red light? I don't know what the facts of the reckless driving are at this
No.
point. Okay,
Yeah. So reckless driving, stopping at a red light is pretty much the same thing. So yes, I understand those. Yeah.
okay. So did you want to accept the offer?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Please raise your right hand.
Yes,
Do
my
you
hands are-
solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. The misdemeanor reckless driving here alleges that you did drive a vehicle upon a highway, that being East Kalamazoo Street, in a willful or wanton disregard for safety or persons or property, and that was contrary to MCL 257.626. That's a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. You have the right to have a jury trial in that matter, and you have the right to the presumption of innocence at the trial. So you're innocent until proven guilty, and you have the right to have the prosecution prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to see, hear, or question in court any other witnesses that the prosecution intends to call against you. You have the right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence that you believe further a defense to the charge being brought against you. And you have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. Do you understand each of those rights?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Are you willing to give up all of those rights today in order to accept the plea offer and plead guilty to the count of reckless driving?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty to reckless driving?
No, Your Honor.
Has there been any promises made to you in exchange for a guilty plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
Yes, Your Honor. I am on probation with Muskegon County after I was released from there. I believe it was September 7th.
Okay, I don't by any means believe that this would impact your probation status, but have you discussed the potential of that with your attorney prior to agreeing to accept this plea offer?
Yes, Your Honor. I have talked to her of the subject, yes.
Okay, as to the charge of reckless driving, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
And are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
I'm pleading guilty because I did run a red light. So yes, that was reckless driving, failure to care about the others around me in the situation. So yes, I do plead guilty of driving recklessly.
Okay, you ran a red light. Was that in what area? What street was it?
It was right before Ingham County Bridge actually, and there was a couple of patrol cars right next to me. And when I went to the red light, I seen them stop, and they turned around and pulled me over right afterwards. So
Was that at East Kalamazoo and South Cedar?
yes, Your Honor, it was.
And is that area located in the city of Lansing,
Yes, Your Honor, it was.
Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any other factual basis, Ms. Donnelly?
Your Honor, yes. Mr. Welch, were you also speeding?
No, I was going the speed limit.
Okay, do you know what the speed limit is on Kalamazoo?
I believe it was 35.
So you were going 35 miles an hour?
35 miles an hour is correct.
Okay, so would you dispute that that actual area has a 25-mile-an-hour zone?
No, Your Honor, I did not know that.
All right, so also the car you were driving, were you convicted of being involved in taking that from Muskegon County?
Muskegon County, they did charge me with attempt of joyriding, and I'm non-probation of that.
All right. And in that case, you were ordered to pay restitution to the car owner, correct?
Yes, I was ordered to pay $400 restitution to the car owner, and also court costs, so a total of $600 I owe to Muskegon County and $400 to, I believe, Mr. The owner of the car. I forget what his name was.
All right. And did you run 3 red lights?
No, I believe I thought it was only one, but.
The one on Kalamazoo in Pennsylvania?
Yes, that'd be the one that I
Okay.
did run.
Okay, so you don't recall running the lights at Kalamazoo in Cedar and Larch?
No, I only recall running a red light.
All right. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
So if the officers were to testify that you ran 5 red lights, you would object to that?
I know I did run a red light, but I do not recall 5 red lights. But I do know I did run 1 red light for sure, 100%.
So you're only for sure that you ran just 1 red light, or are you saying you absolutely only ran red light? I'm confused.
Absolutely sure that I definitely did run a red light. I don't know if there was any red lights after that I ran. I believe it was only 1.
Okay. And then you say you were driving about 35 miles per hour?
Yeah, 30, 35 miles an hour. That's correct.
And you're not disputing that it actually is a 25 mile per hour zone?
No, I was not aware of that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so then you would have been speeding when your attorney asked you if you were speeding, correct?
Yeah, I guess, yes, if it was a 25 and I was going 35, yes, that would be speeding.
Mr. Brodowitz?
The people are satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is also satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. You can make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. As already stated, he has on probation for being involved with taking away of the car in Muskegon County. He was given, I believe it was how many months? I'm sorry, Mr. Welch.
6 months.
6 months. Okay. And he's living in Muskegon right now. So with that, Your Honor, we would just ask, he qualifies for indigent defense. So if there's any discretionary fines or costs, it can be waived. And it's my understanding that restitution is not being sought because it was ordered in Muskegon. Thank you.
The fine is $300. When can you make payment?
Within 2 to 3 months.
Okay, you're gonna make payment in full in 2 to 3 months?
Definitely around 3 months, I'll definitely be able to make the payment. How much? You said 500, 300?
$300.
$300. Yeah, I can get that around 3 months, 100% paid in full.
Okay, today's September 21st. So you're gonna have it paid by November 21st? Or are you saying
Yes, Your
December
Honor.
21st?
I'm saying November.
Okay, we'll note that you'll have it paid in full by November 21st. You can make payment directly at the court website using your case number, or you can come up and make payment at the criminal traffic window, or you can make payment by mailing check or money order to the court also using your case number, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
No problem. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor. I don't have any further questions.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people,
No,
Your Honor.
Nothing for defense. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set. Mr. Salas, you're all set. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Etheridge, are you continuing to examine or do you need to go on the record?
Your Honor, we're requesting another PCC so that the prosecutor can, or we can treat the PE as a PCC and then schedule a PE if needed. The prosecutor wants to verify possible plea resolutions and referral to be assessed for drug court.
Okay, we'll treat next week as another probable cause conference.
And Your Honor, my client would ask me if the court would entertain a bond motion.
What's her current bond?
500 cash surety, Your Honor, I believe.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kaylee Thibodeau, file number 23-01343 FT. Appearance, please.
Jeff Braddock's on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Attorney Derek Esri on behalf of Ms. Thibodeau. We're appearing by Zoom and Polycom. I'm from my office. She's appearing from the Ingham County Jail.
Thank you. And Ms. Thibodeau, today was the date set for probable cause conference for motor vehicle UDA. And counsel, you wanted to make a bond motion?
Yes, Your Honor. I had the opportunity to meet with Ms. Thibodeau in a breakout room, and during my meeting with her, she asked me to make a bond motion. Her bond is currently set, I believe, at 500 cash. Your Honor, she did have a failure to appear, which she was picked up on, and this new bond was set. Prior to that, she had a PR bond. She advised the magistrate through, at least from the note I read, that she never received notice of the court date. She has now been in jail since being picked up on around September 12th. She is indigent and does not have funds to post bond. She advised me she receives SSI of about $851 a month for some of her mental health issues, but she currently doesn't have access to it while being in jail. She provided me an address that I can provide the court if the court is inclined to give her a bond. She's asking for a PR bond. I would ask the court maybe for a PR bond or 10% bond. I would advise the court also, she has another pending misdemeanor with Mr. Lee that has $1,000 10% bond. If the court is inclined to give her bond because of some of her substance abuse issues, she is more than willing to abide by any bonds or bond conditions addressing those issues, including monitoring and treatment. She advised me that she does at some point like to go or would like to go to inpatient treatment for this, and would, if released, she would start that process of trying to get the help she needs regarding her substance abuse issues. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Nash, how many matters does she have pending before the court?
She has 2.
Okay, and how many failure to appears?
On this file, she failed to appear for her arraignment, her original arraignment, and then failed to appear for the PCC. And then on the other file, she failed to appear for the original arraignment.
Okay, so Ms. Thibodeau, I can understand why you would not have, or you could use the excuse that you didn't know about your arraignment, because this would have been issued on a summons. But after you were arraigned, you were given a court date for a probable cause conference and you did not appear.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I recognize that you're apologetic now, but the reason why a personal recognizance bond would not be appropriate is because of the likelihood of your failure to appear, and that's demonstrated by your prior behavior. You didn't appear the last time.
I will go to court. I promise I will make sure I make the court date.
I don't know that a promise is sufficient. I've had promises broken before. People said they'll come to court and then I don't see them.
I will make sure.
Are you employed, ma'am?
I get Social Security each month, because I'm disabled. I have scoliosis in my back.
Okay.
I will make it though to my court date. I promise I will.
Where do you reside?
1235 East Kalamazoo Street.
Is there an apartment there?
Yes.
What's your What's your apartment number?
Apartment number 30. In the back.
What's
Is
your
that
phone?
Pacific Apartment?
I'm sorry?
Pacific Apartments?
What's your phone number?
517-455-1075.
What's your next court date?
I wasn't told. When I get the paperwork, I will know.
You weren't given your next court date when you were arraigned?
No, they didn't give me no paperwork yet.
So if I release you today, how is it that you're promising me you're gonna be at your court date, which is next week?
I will come up, I will call and I will have the paperwork. I will keep the paperwork on me at all times.
I don't trust it. The bond is set as appropriate. We'll address a bond after her pre-CC.
I promise I will make it to my court date. I swear to God on everything.
Bond is continued.
Thank
Any
you, Your Honor.
additional matters for the record?
How
Nothing
much is
from the
my
people, Your
bond?
Honor.
Your bond is 500 cash shorty.
How do I get out? Like, I don't know how to do
You
that.
can contact the bondsman or post $500 cash shorty. Okay.
I can't get a PR.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I did tell her the process of getting a bondsman, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. You're all set, ma'am.
Wait, please. I promise I will make my court date.
Okay. Mr. Feigelson, you were waiting for someone. Who's in the jail? Can you hear me in the jail?
Oh, Bradley Starmiles, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Stoutmals, you're represented by Lionel Woolley, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your matter is gonna be reset. I found good cause to reset that because you have a matter already pending before Judge Flores. We're gonna transfer this to Judge Flores. It has the same victims, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're all set for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Attorney Coyle,
Yes, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Did you need to speak with the prosecutor? Are you ready to proceed?
No, we're ready to proceed. We spoke yesterday by way of email, Mr.
Okay.
Hurwitz and myself.
Thank you. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Russell Dawson, file number 23-02744, council appearance.
Jeff Bradowitz on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Coyle, P 49708, appearing on behalf of Mr. Russell Dawson, who is also appearing by way of Zoom. Mr. Dawson, can you state your name for the record?
Russell Dawson. Sorry.
No problem. Mr. Dawson, today is the date and time set for probable cause conference for criminal sex crime 4th degree. This matter is scheduled for preliminary examination next week. Are we continuing to exam or do we need to address timeline?
We would like to address the timeline, Your Honor. I have two requests of the court that I spoke to Mr. Well, we didn't speak. We emailed one another yesterday, the prosecutor and I. They are as follows. I believe it was Tuesday afternoon. My office here received the discovery from the Ingham County Prosecutor's Office, and we here we haven't had the time yet to go over it with Mr. Dawson to make a determination on whether there will be a waiver, an actual hold, or even potentially a resolution. Additionally, prior to Mr. Dawson finding out that these charges existed and contacting our office here, we arranged last week for Mr. Dawson to turn himself in. He was arraigned, and of course, these dates were set. Prior to that, Mr. Dawson had a pre-planned trip for his employment. Mr. Dawson is a financial advisor at LPL Financial. He's an advisor and investor and does that for 2 different credit unions. He has a trip or had a trip planned and still does have a trip planned to St. Louis, Missouri for what's called an Edward Jones Financial Due Diligence event. He's scheduled to leave Detroit Metropolitan Airport on September 27th at 12:40 p.m. and return Friday, September 29th at 4:45 p.m. I have the flight numbers. He's scheduled to stay at the Ritz-Carlton in the Clayton neighborhood. Apparently, they spare no expense at the Edward Jones Financial Place. So we are requesting that this court give Mr. Dawson permission to leave the state. And if so, we would like to waive the 21-day rule and set this either for another preliminary examination date out, or perhaps it would be even better to set it for another probable cause conference date.
Okay, Mr. Brodowitz?
Yes, Your Honor, that is what Mr. Coyle and I discussed yesterday over email. The people have no objection to either the waiver of the 21 days or to Mr. Dawson's travel request based on the facts that were presented to me by Mr. Coyle, which were what he presented here on the record. The people have no objection to the motion to allow Mr. Dawson to travel out of state for the conference.
And with the court's approval, Your Honor, if the court approves that, I have prepared an order that I can email or get to the court, however the court suggests, for the court's signature.
Okay. As it relates to the timeline, the court will allow you to order your client as to his rights to have an exam within 21 days of the date of his arraignment. And if he wants to waive the timeline, then we'll get your new date and time now. And his request for travel relative to his job for the dates and time you placed on a record are approved. You can vote your
Mr. Dawson, you understand that you have the right, the statutory right to have a preliminary examination within 21 days of your arraignment on the warrant?
Yes, I understand.
This is something that you and myself and Nicole Blank-Becker talked about when we met, correct?
Yes.
And do you understand by adjourning today's date and setting out a date that you will be waiving that 21 days to have the preliminary examination?
Yes, I understand.
And are you in agreement to do that?
Yes.
Nothing else.
Thank you. Okay, and Mr. Dawson, no one's forcing you to be in agreement with that timeline waiver, correct?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're not being threatened at all?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll get you a new court date for, you want a new probable cause conference, Mr. Coyle?
Yes. Does the court do them always on Thursday?
Typically Thursday or Friday.
Would the date of October the 12th be available? That'd be.
No, Judge, that's the day for the co-defendant cases.
How about October 13th?
For a probable cause conference, is that what you're asking for?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we could do a PCC before we did that. That's fine.
Or we can do the 13th if that's better for the court.
Oh, what we're saying, we have a large examination, very large. And so what that would take, we can do your PCC that day. We'll do it early before we start that exam. And then does 8:30 work for you for that?
Yes.
Okay, and then as it relates to the probable cause conference, if you determine that you're just going to continue to exam, we don't need to hold a formal PCC. You can just email Mr. Brodowitz or whoever the, I don't know if there's a lateral on this. You'll email the prosecutor and you will CC my staff, and we won't expect you to appear for that date, okay?
Yes. One last request. The order that I've prepared, what's the best way to get it to you for your signature?
Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
All one word, right? Courtroom.
One word, yeah. Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov. Can I get an exam date for this exam?
November 3rd.
Does that work for you?
November 3rd?
At 8:30.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll schedule the exam for November 3rd at 8:30. You'll send the order reflecting my approval of the travel request. And we will look to have a probable cause conference on October 12th. Any additional matters for the record today?
No, Your Honor. Thank you. very
Nothing
much.
from the people, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bond will continue as set. You're all set, Mr. Dawson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I can go now?
Yes, you're free to go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Donnelly, I don't think I seen your other client.
No, Mr. Summerhour was supposed to come into the same room as Miss Hartwig after she was done.
They still in custody, do we know?
I believe so, yes.
Mr. Feigelson, did you need to speak to Mr. Perales, or were you just?
Leaving the matter on. Mr. Perales, I'm gonna meet with you tomorrow. We'll chat tomorrow, okay?
Did you hear
We're gonna
Mr.
have a meeting set. Can you hear me, Mr. Perales?
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
We are gonna meet tomorrow morning. We'll just chat tomorrow morning, but we're gonna leave the matter on for an exam.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. You're all set.
I had a question.
Do you have a question for me or for your attorney?
Yes, for you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I have a matter in front of you for Tuesday, the 26th. I was wondering if we could address that, because I'm in jail and I have a job, and it's just for driving my license suspended. I wanted to plead guilty to it and get it out the way. It was a failure to appear. It's holding me back from being able to or possibly get a PR bond so I can get back to work, so I don't lose my job.
You have a driving while license suspended address that's for Tuesday?
Yes, 9/26.
So that's the city, so that's the city of Lansing, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, because we don't have a city prosecutor here. Is it bench warrant? I don't understand how that holding you back.
It was a failure to appear. This is for pre-trial.
Did he get arraigned on the bench warrant for that already?
Yes.
What's his bond?
$1,010%.
How many times did you miss court, Mr. Perales?
Your Honor, this is only be the first time. I was in the hospital because I have blood clots in my leg. This is the first time I was going to go, and I was in the hospital, and the second time was the same thing.
This is the only time. I mean, this is the only case holding you in custody, you're saying?
I have that, and then I have one for Anthony Flores on the 5th, and then on 9/25 for sympathy award. And both of these are supposed to be dismissals.
Oh, you got a lot of cases, but they're not dismissed yet,
I
though.
wasn't able to go to court because I was in the hospital, Your Honor.
Got it.
All these cases, I was in the hospital.
I don't have a problem amending my bond, but it sounds like you got a couple other things going on.
Yeah, they're all
failed-
just failure to appear for because I was in the hospital. Once I see the judge, she knows that I was in the
Bigelow?
hospital.
He's failed to appear twice on that particular file that he's referencing, the driving while license suspended.
Okay, but you're gonna see me, but your court date with me is on Tuesday, and you won't see Judge Ward and Judge Flores until after that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. They said that I had a bond. They said I didn't have a bond. I had to see the judge, and I didn't see the judge. They said 10,000, and they said 1,000. I didn't know what they were saying. I've been sitting here.
I get it. So you got to get them to remove theirs. Mine isn't really holding you in there. First of all, it's 1,010%, so that's $100. But you're going to see me again in a couple of days, and we're going to resolve your matter. But you still won't see Judge Ward and Judge Flores.
Right. Yeah. I don't know how that works. I was wondering if I could see.
Who is your attorney?
For the driving while license suspended is Keith Watson.
Mr. Lee,
It's
probably.
my office. It is Mr. Lee, Your Honor. But he does have a bond in.
Mr. Feigelson?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. He does have a bond in the pending matter that I have with you set for an exam next week. I think that's 3,000, and I believe he may have a.
Yes, I did post that bond. I posted that bond too, and I talked to my bonds agent and let them know I was in the hospital and everything. They knew about it and everything. I talked to my PO.
We understand. Let your attorney talk. You're going a mile a minute, Mr. Perales. Okay.
Judge, I think they're asking for is to try to get released. I think the issue is, and I think you pointed it out, is that okay, he can post in my case, he can, your case isn't really holding him up. I don't know if you have any ability to change the bonds for Judge Flores or Judge.
Ward's cases. I don't know what the bonds in those matters are.
Those are just, I'm sorry.
What's his bond in Judge Ward's case?
I don't know, Your Honor.
His bond for, I know for Judge Flores is 10,000 cash surety.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital, Your Honor.
I get it. Your bond in Judge Flores has nothing to do with you being in the hospital, I don't think. That's a pretty high bond, 10,000 cash surety. And until that case. And until that case is dismissed, you're still held on that bond. And I know you believe it's going to be dismissed, but it has not been dismissed yet, okay?
Right.
Okay, so we'll see you on Tuesday and we'll get that your case with me. It's probably the least of your concerns. It sounds like a city driving while license suspended is probably, of all the 4 cases we talked about today, probably the least important of all 4.
Right, Your Honor. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know.
But you also has a no bond with Judge Ward on the domestic.
Yeah, Your Honor, just, well, Mr. President, I believe that's.
I was in the hospital.
Mr. Peralta, I'm sorry, Mr. Brodowitz.
Yeah, I was just confirming, Your Honor, that's what Mr. Feigelson said, because the one I'm looking at on GIS right now is scheduled for a pretrial on September 25th before Judge Ward. That one, it looks like the bond was denied in that one, so there is no bond in that case, Your Honor.
Okay, so yeah, Mr. Peralta, even if I were to amend your bond to a PR, you still are held on a no bond and a 10,000 cash surety. So you got to work through those cases first. And by then, the expectation is we'll see you on Tuesday in my case, and my case will be resolved. Well, my city case at least will be resolved. Okay.
Okay, and okay.
You're all set for today.
I thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And then Frank Schmidt. Did we see Frank Schmidt?
We got an email from Mr. Zaney, Judge. They were continuing to examine.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Zaney replied to the email I sent out, but he replied only to me, so I replied to him and copied yourself and your staff on that as well.
Yeah, I did see where you copied this, but I didn't see Zaney's reply, so I didn't know what. Actually, I didn't even know which case he was on because his appearance is not showing up on my docket, but my docket was printed. The copy I have back on the 14th, and then I didn't see what he planned to do, but that's fine. So we'll continue to examine that, and then we're waiting for Summeror to be put on the Polycom, hopefully.
Yeah, Judge Potter's not here.
We also have Jonathan Potter, Your Honor. That it was Mr. Hess. I was informed that it's now Mr. Nickel on that case. He's in trial with Mr. Pfeiffer at this point. However, I believe Mr. Potter has failed to appear. I checked the Ingham County Jail website and I did not see him on there, so I don't believe he's incarcerated.
Judge, I talked to Mr. Nickel today and he has not had any contact with Mr.
Okay, that was going to be my question. Okay, we will do a bench warrant for Potter.
Judge, take care. Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Thank you. Have a good one. And then we still see or show Summeror to be in custody?
Yes, he's still in custody. He was on the Polycom list for this morning.
Yeah, because that was an hour ago that they should have put him on. We might have to call the jail.
Take your name.
See you later.
Hi, Mr. Summerhour, hold on. I'll get us a breakout room.
Oh, Ms. Donnelly, are we continuing to exam?
Yes, Your Honor, there is also an offer, that can be placed on the record, but we just be leaving this on for exam next week, yes.
Okay. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Darion Summerar, file number 23-02789, counsel appearance.
Oh, court's muted. Go ahead, Jeff.
Jeff Brodowitz on behalf of the people. Your Honor.
An assistant public defender, Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of the defendant, Darion Summerar, who's appearing separately from Ingham County Jail.
Okay, and today was the date set for a probable cause conference. This matter is scheduled for preliminary examination next week. Ms. Donnelly, you stated that the prosecution gave an offer. Mr. Brodowitz, can you place it on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the offer the people have extended would be that for Mr. Summerar to plead to count 2, which is domestic violence second, with an agreement that he be screened for DV court and enter DV court if he's eligible for that, Your Honor. Which I believe, based on his record, he would be.
Okay, so this matter will continue to exam at this time. Any other matters for the record?
Just briefly, Your Honor, the people would ask for a brief good cause adjournment of the preliminary exam in this matter. I wasn't sure how Ms. Donnelly wanted to proceed, but with that, I have had contact with Officer Brooks in this matter, who would be one of the people subpoenaed witnesses. There was a little confusion originally. I've gotten some clarification from him. He will be unavailable on the 28th, which is the date set for the preliminary exam in this matter. And that with that also, he would be unavailable as well for a couple of dates in October due to U.S. Army Reserve duty. And so with the fact that he would be unavailable for the preliminary exam next week, the people would ask for a good cause adjournment of the preliminary exam.
Okay, Ms. Donnelly.
Your Honor, we would have no objection if we continued a preliminary exam and he was not available, I don't believe, though I do still have to, there are other cases involved with Mr. Summerar. He has out in Mason, and I've asked for a global resolution. It's my understanding that there is offers on those other cases, but Mr. Brodowitz is unaware what those offers are, what he was at the time when we were briefly talking. So he has court cases set for Tuesday on both of those matters. And so I was going to advise him on Wednesday how to proceed on Thursday. So the proceeding to preliminary exam it might not be the option we take. And so I don't believe that we might not have to address it today. We might just, I would just leave it still on for the 28th, and we could address it then.
Okay, I'll note your request and we will address it next week if necessary. Okay, Mr. Brodowitz?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so next week we'll treat as another probable cause conference. Obviously, no witnesses will be present. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Summerar?
No, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing for defense. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.